system that could sink your plants. Gosh, I hope not. That sounds terrible. Sink your plants. I'm just reading. Sorry.
I was waiting for you to read that because when I pre-read the scripts, I was like, I can't wait to hear Greg's first read on it.
And there's the reaction. You get it.
I'll change that one for next time.
Thanks for getting your day started here with us on America's Morning Headquarters. I'm Alex Walsh. Of course, we got Jen Carfagno, Dr. Greg Postel here for you. Just Tuesday, but you know what? Eyes are already on the weekend.
Always. That's how you start. That's how you finish a weekend as you look ahead to the next one, right? But we do have some storm chances. This is a really tough forecast, though, with really big changes or differences.
Little movements in the track, of course. We talk about that with like hurricanes, for example. But yeah, it's going to make a difference in the precipitation, who gets the snow and not, and who gets some severe chances too.
Right. So could we have both severe weather and snow, or is it kind of in other?
Yeah, I think if it's going to be a warm system, it's going to be more rain, and that would be severe. And if it's going to be cold, less severe and more snow.
So there's a lot to talk about this, and we'll get to that here. But for now, we actually have some snow out there happening right now.
I always say you have to crawl before you walk. So let's get what we got right in front of us first. Talk about some of the wintry weather that we are seeing at this hour. We're seeing that, once again, kind of the usual suspects in and across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast. And that's
getting wet.
There you go. Just kind of just deal with it, right?
Just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is I don't use an umbrella, really. I don't use a poncho. I kind of just get wet. I mean,
there you go.
Unless it's pouring rain, and then I'm not going to go outside. But if it's a little light rain, I'll just...
Yeah, just kind of... You'll eventually dry out.
You will. Yeah. That's true.
I'm not going to melt.
Well, keep your comments coming. Vote in our poll. Let us know what you think about ponchos, especially, actually. And we will share any picture video that you have if you use the hashtag YesTV.
Thinking about with the warmer weather coming in.
You do start thinking about that, right? Maybe starting to get a little golf outing or, you know, and you don't want the wet weather.
Exactly. When you see temperatures like this, though, you start thinking.
You do.
You start thinking.
Thanks so much for getting your day started with us here on America's Morning Headquarters. I'm Alex Walsh alongside Jen Carfagno, Dr. Greg Postel with us as well. And, of course, lots to think about here as we get through this early week. What do we look forward to for the weekend? It's never too early to start thinking about the weekend.
It's what we do first thing on Monday morning, really. And honestly, because it's the question most people ask is, what's next weekend going to be like? So we've got some options with our forecast for next week. The storm track is going to be a big part of it. I mean, the trend for this one here is it's been warmer rather than colder, but still there are options.
Yeah, and I think the options now that are, you know, the dominant ones left, now not all of them, there's some that maybe could bring some snow into parts of the Northeast, but I think now we're looking at more, is there going to be a severe weather threat in the South or not? I think we're going to get rain and thunderstorms, but the track will help determine whether or not we get that severe weather chance, bring in some more instability with certain tracks and less instability with others.
Yeah, I mean, mid-February, we've had a lot of big snowstorms in mid-February. We've not had a lot of big, severe outbreaks in mid-February.
It's the season where you start to see chances go up.
Right, yes, good point. Well, in the meantime, though, before we even get to this, we have a little snow to start our day in the Northeast here, like so many other days.
You know, I was going to say, it's like a broken record at this point here in the Northeast. Snow showers, keeping it chilly as well. That's the name of the game, and we don't seem to see much really breaking that more.
That's the other thing. You never have them when you need them.
And you just keep buying more and more and more. Before you know it, you got a big pile. Like
closet full of ponchos.
We'll keep those comments coming if you have any pictures. And I shared one on social media, so you can share yours as well. Just use the hashtag YesTV.
Your picture.
In a poncho.
Yeah.
Very fashionable.
Immeasurable snow at this point. You are in an extreme snow drought, only picking up a 1/10 of an inch of snow so far this season. What a stretch it has been. Conditions have just been too warm. So a lot of times when maybe you could have had snow, instead you got rain. And we've had such a stretch here of days without snow, without an inch of snow in Salt Lake City. It's been stacking up. We're at 328 days now since our last inch of snow. You got to go back to March 18th of last year, the last snow of the season. That was our last 1 inch of snow. It's our longest streak since 2014. The forecast has more rain. Look at our temperatures. 53 degrees on Wednesday, and even overnight lows don't drop below freezing. We're in the mid-30s, kind of at the coldest spot, and temperatures on Thursday warm enough that it's still rain in the forecast. So where are we in the least snowiest seasons? Well, Salt Lake City, we are right now stacking up towards the least snowiest season. But you look at what the least one is on record, 14.3 inches, and that was set back in 1933 and 34. So this is really kind of crazy, right, to not have anything at this point in the season. Again, number of days since last 1 inch of snow. Here we are topping the list. The last time this happened was in 2014. We did have a long stretch, though, going back last year into the year before. So, I mean, it's happened recently, but some of these other records are pretty long-standing, back to the 1930s and back to even the late 1800s. We see snow out there down everywhere. It's not just in Utah. It's in Colorado. It's in Montana. It's in Wyoming. Snowfall amounts have been down compared to average. And really, it's about the warm air. That's the biggest part of the story, is that there've been storm systems, but you've just gotten rain instead of snow at so many spots. Salt Lake City, but we even haven't had a lot of storm systems, honestly. Salt Lake City, again, we're down. Flagstaff, we're down. You know, another spot where we've only had 15 inches. We are down by nearly 40 inches of snowfall. And this has been affecting us in California, too. The Sierra, the water content in that snowpack is down compared to average. Now, we know that we can make it up at the end of the season here. Is it a miracle March? Is it in April that we celebrate? Because March and April are still big snow months for us across the West here, so I haven't written it off just yet. And looking ahead, there is a good trend. Look at the outlook for next week. This is very likely above average with precip. Of course, the question is, okay, is that rain or is that snow? Well, snow in the mountains. There's a good trend coming with not just the chance for an increase amount of above average precip, but also that we'll see some temperatures on the cooler side too, with a bit more of a trough building it instead of this general ridginess that we've had so much of this year. And that's good news for the ski resorts. Colorado is rejoicing this forecast as well. Look at Vail's forecast. The mix of rain and snow does begin the event on Wednesday, but we see a changeover to all snow, with snow happening here on Thursday, and not the only spot. We go up into Wyoming and Jackson Hole. We've also got snow coming our way as well. All great news for outdoor recreation, but also for Alex, building up that very important snowpack that is needed year round.
It truly is. And you mentioned the pattern kind of
getting stairs.
Right. Hey, but whatever works, works.
Yeah, I mean, a little drizzle and dressing up like that. I mean, you can't, why wait to the last minute, I guess, when things get really out of hand.
All right, we got another one from Heidi who says...
That's a good one.
Hoodies are good.
It is a good one.
Yeah. Because more times than not, it's generally a rain that you can handle. In a hoodie, you just put it up and then you're fine.
The other comment from last hour about the scarf, which I think is a good option. You know, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Keep it in your car, and yeah, you keep the rain off your hair.
But the thing about the scarf, though, is it's cloth, right? Or wool or something like that. So it gets really, well, I guess so. But it gets wet and it just stays wet.
I know.
It doesn't repel.
Like an umbrella.
It's not perfect.